Math 7, lesson 5.8 and 5.9. That's multiplying fractions and mixed numbers. First thing we want to do is, when we're multiplying fractions, is we want to multiply the numerator and the denominator. Straight across. So I think it's actually easier to multiply fractions than adding or subtracting fractions. So we usually think of multiplication as being harder, but in this case it isn't. I think it's easier. So all we do is we take our numerators and we multiply those two straight across. So a negative 4 times a 2 is a negative 8, and then we multiply our denominators, 5 times 3, and that's 15. That's our answer. If you multiply an integer with a fraction, you want to give the integer a denominator of 1. So what that means right here, we have a negative 8 times a negative 5/16. So we're multiplying a whole number with a fraction. So you just put that whole number over 1. So it turns it into a fraction so you can multiply straight across. Then we just multiply straight across. We have a negative 8 times negative 5 is 40. And we have 1 times 16 is 16. We can reduce that down by dividing by 8 over 8, which is 5 halves. And 5 halves turns into 2 1/2. And so we want to make sure we don't forget to simplify the fraction, because once we're done with our answer, we have to check to see if it can be simplified. Now when we multiply mixed numbers, we want to change any mixed number into an improper fraction. So for example, if we have 2 1/4 and we're multiplying it by 1 3/5, we want to turn both of those mixed numbers into improper fractions. So then we can just multiply straight across in order to do that problem. We want to multiply the numerator and the denominators. Again, straight across. So another example of that would be if we have these two mixed numbers here that we're multiplying, we want to turn our first one into an improper fraction and our second one into an improper fraction, and then we just multiply those straight across. And so we're going to get an improper fraction. First thing you want to do is reduce it down and then turn that into a mixed number. Let's start by doing a little bit of practice of changing mixed numbers into improper fractions. So 9 1/2, in order to change that, we're going to multiply the 9 and the 2. That's a multiplication. And then we're going to add the 1. So you're going to, it's going to look like this. You're going to go 9 times 2 is 18. And then 18 plus 1 is 19. And then you're going to put that over the denominator. So it's going to be 19 over 2. Here we have 8 times a negative 3. So you have negative 3 times 8, which is 24, negative 24. And then you're going to have you're going to add this, and you're going to add a negative 7. So it's negative 24 plus a negative 7, which is a negative 31. So it's going to be negative 31 over your denominator, which was 8. So again, it's just a little bit of practice. 4 times 11 is 44. And then add your 3. 44 plus 3, and that's going to be 47 over 11. And 12 times 4, negative 12 times 4 is a negative 48. And a negative 48 plus a negative 3 is going to be a negative 51 over 4. Now for some examples of multiplying fractions. Number 1, so like I had said earlier, we just multiply our numerator straight across. 5 times 3 is 15. Our denominator straight across, that's 30. That reduces down to 1/2. Number 2, our numerator straight across, that's a -5 times a -12. That's going to be a positive 60. 6 times 5 is 30. That is going to be 2/1, which is 2. Number 3, I'm going to turn that into a -8/1. -8 times 2 is a -16. 1 times 7 is 7. And that is the same as -2 and 2/7. Number 4, -3 times -5 is a positive 15. 4 times 8 is 32. 15/32. Number 5, -3 times 6 is a -18/20, and that reduces down into -9/10. And that's a whole number, so I'm going to turn it into a fraction, and that's going to be -70/45. And that's going to reduce to -14/9, which is the same as -1 5/9. Now we're going to multiply the mixed numbers. So I have 8 times 7 1/8, so that is the same as 8/1 times, and I'm turning 7 1/8 into an improper fraction, and that is going to be 57/8. And here, whenever you get an opportunity to cross-reduce, always cross-reduce. It makes your answer not as big on the other end, and you don't have to reduce on the other end. So I have an 8/8. That's going to give me 1, which is going to give me 57/1, answer of 57. Number 8, -2 1/4. I'm going to turn that into 4 times 2 is 8, plus 1 is 9. So that's -9/4 times 1/3. Again, I'm going to cross-reduce here. So if I have a 9 on the top and a 3 on the bottom, 3 goes into both of those. 3 goes into 9 3 times. 3 goes into 1. 3 goes into itself 1 time. And so my answer is going to be a -3/4. It's just a quicker way to do it. I didn't do that on any of the examples on the top, so you could just see basically how to multiply straight across. But here I want to show you how to cross-reduce. Again, because it makes it easier, you don't have to reduce at the end. Number 9, I'm going to turn my -3 1/6 into an improper fraction, so that 6 times 3 is 18, plus 1 is 19, 6, and that's going to be negative. Multiply that by 3 times 2 is 6, plus 2 is 8, 8/3. And here I'm going to cross-reduce as well. My 8 and my 6, 2 goes into both of those evenly, so I'm going to divide both of those by 2. That's going to be a 4, and that's going to be a 3. Now I just multiply straight across, and I get -76/9. And that cannot be reduced, but it can turn into a mixed number, and that's the same as -8 4/9. Number 10, I'm going to turn -6 2/3 into an improper fraction. 3 times 6 is 18, plus 2 is 20, so that's going to be 20/3, and that's a negative, times 4 times 1 is 4, plus 1 is 5, 5/4. Again, I'm going to cross-reduce. 4 goes into 20, and it also goes into itself. 4 goes into 25 times. 4 goes into itself once, and now I multiply straight across, and I get 25 over 3, and that's negative. And I turn that into a mixed number, which is -8 and 1/3.